Good morning, guys. Puck Daddy back at it with another one. Today I have a great show for you guys. I've been accumulating a lot of cards over, the last, let's say, 6 months, and I really changed my focus to young guns. Young guns, future watch autos. So today I want to show you my entire collection of young guns. It's going to be an unbelievable show. I think I'm pretty excited for this one, guys. So, a lot of things you may have seen in previous videos, but I wanted to kind of accumulate everything I've collected over some time and just share the entire collection with you guys. So, it's going to be a great show. We got some great hits in the background. I'm here, Puck Daddy 93, back with another one. So, guys, we're going to start with some of the more lower end young guns that I have. Um, and we're just going to get right started. So, guys, I hope you guys are having a great day so far today. Thank you guys for all the people who have been subscribing, liking, commenting on my YouTube channel. It's been helping so much. So, guys, I appreciate that. As you can see, I do comment and I do respond very quickly to interact with you guys. So it's been a blast. And cheers. I'm feeling blessed. But yeah, so let's get cracking, guys. First off, we got William Carrier. All right. So we got Brady Shea. I believe now he's with the Carolina Hurricanes. Sturdy guy out there. And yeah, I've always liked his style of play. He's just a stay-at-home type of guy, gets the job done. We got Garrett. I love the young gun goalie cards. I mean, I just think they're beautiful, and too bad it didn't work out for Garrett Sparks here. Frankie Patrano, another one. Just you're looking at a third, fourth line guy. No, he's just not the best player. He's a role player for sure. I don't know what team he plays for currently because I don't really follow him anymore. He's just in my collection, so we'll move along. And that's another double of William Carrier, Brandon Montour. Now with I believe the Florida Panthers. He was acquired at the trade deadline, and yeah, he's having a subpar year. For him, I think he's only sitting at like 15 points at the moment, and yeah, it's just he probably just needs to find his stride again. But I like this defenseman. He's a Brandon Montour is a very sturdy player. And then we got Marcus Petterson, pretty decent player there. Scotty Sabrin, the new Leaf, the newly acquired Leaf at the deadline. At first, I didn't know why we would have done that because of that whole Matthews fiasco where he kind of looked back at his jersey to see who the hell are you? Like, why are you even on this NHL ice right now? And he looked at the back at saying, "Oh, I know you now. You're Scott Sabrin." So the Leafs actually acquired him at the deadline, and first game in, he threw down the gloves and did his job. So I like this guy. I hope they put him in the lineup for the playoffs. I'm sure they will. And, because the Leafs are a dirty team now, right? Pathetic. Anyway, we'll move along. Next up, we got Kale Flurry. Kale Flurry, great player with the Montreal Canadiens. Not really putting up points, but I mean, he's a young guy. He was only born in 1996. Like, holy shit, boys. Kid's still young. Lots of years ahead of him. Joachim Blichfield, San Jose Sharks. I mean, when he was with Portland in 2018-19, this kid was just ridiculous, to be honest with you. I mean, 68 goals, 68 games played, 53 goals, 61 assists for 114 points, and that's with Portland. I mean, that's in the AHL too, right? So that he has high hopes for sure. We got Rourke Cartier. He's in the Marlies organization right now, not really doing anything extravagant, and yeah, we'll just throw him there. We got Yuhu Lomiko with the Florida Panthers still, not putting up points. I mean, he's a left shot guy. He played with AHL Springfield in 59 games. He put up 8 goals, 20 points for 20 assists for 28 points. And yeah, he's just one of those guys that's just probably going to play a lot of role playing during the game. He'll be a filler guy. Henrik Samuelsson. Now, don't know much of him. Don't really watch the Yotes. So, he in his first 3 games with the Yotes, he didn't put up any points. So, we'll see where that guy goes. Sorry, I just dropped another card here. And then we got Hayden Flurry. Just a great player here. He put up 26 points with the AHL Charlotte Checkers. I think Hayden Flurry, Kale Flurry. I don't know if there's a relation there, but I believe so. But if I'm wrong, guys, please correct me in the comments below. And then we got Evgeny Svechnikov, Andrei Svechnikov's brother, I believe. He is not as good, but I'm pretty sure he was the one that did the Michigan, or the Svech. But correct me if I'm wrong there. I don't know, man. I just watch so much hockey that, highlights and they all just blend in together at some point. But yeah, he's a pretty good player with the Wings. And then you got Willie's brother, Alex Nylander. I believe now he is with Chicago. And just not nearly even as close as good as his brother. Mikey Anderson. Jack Roslovic, now with the Columbus Blue Jackets. I think he's from there, so I think that trade worked out for him. I think he's having a time, and I think he's a great player. Centerman, I believe, too, as well. Yeah, he's a big centerman, 6'1", 190 pounds, decently sized, and he has some pretty sweet hands as well. And then we got Hunter Shinkaruk, Vancouver Canucks. This is the canvas. So we'll put that one just there, not too shabby. And then we got Jake Evans, 6'1", 181 pounds from Toronto, playing center. And I think he'll be a player, guys. Jake Evans, what do you guys think? Jakey Evans, young gun, young stud right there with the Montreal Canadiens. So those are the more the lower end stuff, guys. So now we're gonna get into my one touch young guns. Okay, so these are some that I've picked up over time. These are some that I've had in my collection previously, and some new snipes as well. So guys, before I get started on those, if you haven't seen my previous videos, please go check them out. There's a full playlist of about, I think, 28 videos covering all different types of eras of hockey, cards, good hockey chat, things of that nature. It's always a good time with Puck Daddy. So, I appreciate everyone's support as of right now. I just hope that momentum continues, and I can keep growing this channel, keep bringing great content, and sharing what I have, because at the end of the day, that's what the hobby is about. It's the fun, it's the chase, it's collect what you like. So I'm going to stop rambling. We're going to hit this one touch section, and it's going to be a blast. So first up, we got Timothy Liljegren. Still hasn't cracked the lineup with the Leafs, but I thought he was going to be a piece that they were going to, dangle in front of teams at the trade deadline. I'm thankful that they didn't, because I think he will be, if not this year, he will crack lineups next year, or at least make a big case for a spot for sure. Timothy Liljegren. All right, and then we got my boy, Scarborough boy, Liam Foudy, still with the Columbus Blue Jackets, I believe, unless he got traded. I'm not too sure, but hometown boy. Brother Jean-Luc played with the Windsor Spitfires. I believe he got drafted to Colorado as well, so that's pretty sick for him. And here's Liam Foudy. And then we got my boy Timo Meyer. Love this player. I have his Future Watch auto as well. And I don't know what it is, man. I've watched him since, when he was with the Mooseheads in junior. And, I used to live in Halifax myself when I went to St. Mary's University. Good times, good times. And, he was just a great player in junior. And I just like the way he competes. I like the way he's a team player, makes plays, and he's creative. And that's a big thing for me in hockey, guys. I mean, nowadays you got to be creative. So I like those types of players who actually, try to break barriers and do new things. That's what it's all about, growing with the game. And then we got Nick Robertson. Now, he's kind of had an off and on year, still trying to crack that lineup. Still kind of looks a step back from the NHL play. And, obviously a smaller player. It's going to take some time for him to adjust. But I have good hopes for Nick Robertson. He will play in the playoffs. I'm pretty sure. I don't know what's the situation with his entry level contract. I don't know if they're going to burn his first year or not. But that could be interesting, news if they do or not. And then yeah, the playoffs are not too far away, guys. We're talking maybe less than 10 games. Is it, guys? 10 games. So yeah, you'll be seeing him. And then we got Travis Dermot, defenseman with the Leafs. He would have been the guy on the, if they, I think Sandin is making a huge case right now for his spot, to be honest with you. And the last couple of games I've seen Sandin, he looks amazing, guys. And I'll show you a little bit of gems of him later on. But I mean, like, I knew when I seen this kid last year that he, I'm talking about Sandin, but I saw him last year and I knew this is going to be a stud, and he's going to fight for Dermot's, spot on the lineup there for sure in the playoffs. He's already played 2 or 3 games, and he looks elite to me. Sorry, he looks elite. So Dermot, you better, shit or get off the pot, if you know what I mean. And then we got the boy Ilya Mikheyev, Superman, whatever you want to call him. I'm not totally sold on him yet. He's almost in that same realm as a Peter Engvall for me. Yeah, he has explosive speed, but I mean, it just never turns into anything. Like, it just doesn't. A kid with that much speed, that much explosiveness, and it reminds me of Mendoza, on Mighty Ducks. You have so much speed, but can you do anything with the goddamn puck, buddy? Focus on your hands. Focus on finishing. You have the speed. Do that, and you'll be great. Puck Daddy says that. And then we got another young kid that exploded in the playoffs last year, Joel Kivironta. Very good player he was in that playoff series, and he's sprouting out this year. I'm not too sure of his stats. Obviously, being in Canada, I'm focused really on the North Division here in Canada, which it kind of hurts the game in my eyes because, from going last year to watching all the teams, and you have insight on all these players. I guarantee you guys in the States aren't watching the North Division, right? Like it just doesn't make sense to them at this point, right? Because I personally don't like it. I like when all the teams are blended and they're in their respective divisions, but I hope that is a done thing. It's just this year that they've done that. But yeah, he with Dallas, he was one of the players that I did watch, and I thought he was tremendous last year in the playoffs and really cemented a spot for him this year. Then we got my boy, Miko Rantanen. I believe he's number 2 in scoring at the moment behind Austin Matthews, 2 or 3. I know it's a tight race, but not really tight enough to AM 34. I mean, he's just disgusting, right? He's at 34 goals as we speak. I think he's 10 goals ahead of the person, in second and in third. So Miko Rantanen, he's going to be unbelievable in the playoffs. That's the team I'm worried about. Colorado Avalanche. I think they have, other than the Leafs, they have the best chance, in my opinion, to win the cup. And I guess we'll see what happens. Beautiful card there, Miko Rantanen. And then we got this young stud, young gun, Alex DeBrincat. Great year he's having in the top 10 in scoring. He's doing a fantastic job over there in Chicago. They went through an up and down, turmoil, losing some players, injury, Jonathan Taves, right? Like, they just went through a lot. But they got stars like him, Kubalik, Kane's still there lighting it up. He's almost a Hart contender for this year, guys. So Patrick Kane hasn't, slowed down whatsoever. But Alex DeBrincat, what an addition to that team. Freshened it up. He's just a stud. I think a point per game player as well. Alex DeBrincat. There he is, boys and girls. And then we got the new addition, essentially, to the New York Rangers, Vitaly Kravtsov. He's been all right, I guess. I think, obviously, I've said it before, it's not going to be this year where you're going to see all the prospects they have, like, really develop. It's going to be next year. When you start seeing in their sophomore years, you'll see that team explode. Because it has so much talent. I mean, Adam Fox having a Norris Trophy type year. You got Lafreniere finding his step. You got, Shesterkin in net, Gorgiev in net. You got, who else? I mean, this bad boy. So, I mean, the list goes on and on. And still, you got the Breadman. You got a lot of very good pieces there to really put up a contending team. So I would look out for the New York Rangers in the up and coming years. Next up, Miro Heiskanen. Beautiful. He will be in contention for Norris trophies eventually as well. I think he's a stud, great skater, great vision. He really quarterbacked the Dallas Stars to their playoff run last year to the final. And I love this kid. And guys, I've been on, just in thoughts about which one of these young guns do I want to let go of, which ones do I want to keep. And, I'm having a hard time at this point. I know I go on and about, you can't get married to your cards, but at this point in time, I'm having having a hard time really I haven't sold anything in, I would say 3 to 4, maybe 3 weeks. I've been really just kind of sitting back, watching the cards that I have, and I don't know. I don't know if I want to even let them go. My first thought process was, I'm going to wait to the playoffs. I'm going to see which teams got in, which teams did not, and then the teams that did not get in, I would start selling those quickly. Maybe even a week prior, if I knew that they weren't going to get in, I was going to do that. The ones that are going to the playoffs, like the Miko Rantanens, the Kale Mccarrs, the cards, the Mitch Marners, stuff like that, the Leaf stuff. I want to hold on to them because it's stupid for me not to. At the end of the day, if I'm gonna sit here, and have these valuable young guns like the Marners and the Barzals and etc., I should hold on to them to at least they get kicked out. Tell me what you guys think. Do you sell now, or do you sell along, like during the playoff run? Please help a brother out. I'm obviously learning to, just like you guys, so I'd love to hear what your thoughts are. Do I sell now, the higher end young guns, or do I wait for the playoff run to hit? I appreciate your help. Let's move along, boys and girls. So next up, we got Quinn Hughes. So this would be a perfect example. I don't know if the Canucks are getting in. They might make a push. I doubt it. They've been through hell and back. COVID screwed them, and I applaud them, honestly, for the way they came back and the way they just played. They kicked our ass 2 games in a row. My hat's tipped off to you, Vancouver Canucks. Thank you for really being, grabbing the cojones and under these circumstances. I know it's been tough. So, guys, cheers. Quinn Hughes. And then we got another one. This is one I'm holding for the playoffs. Kale Mccarr, guys. Kale Mccarr, beautiful defenseman. It's funny because Adam Fox is having an outstanding year, and Kale Mccarr, I don't even think he has as many points. So it's a race right now. I don't know what's going to happen with obviously Victor Hedman there, always solid as a rock. But Kale Mccarr, I love this player. He's definitely my choice for sure. And then we got Jack Eichel. Been talks about him being traded to Columbus. Really? Jack, going from Buffalo, a dumpster fire, to Columbus, another dumpster fire? Guys, don't follow the money. Guys, go to a team where you know you're going to succeed. It's your legacy. Think about it. Take some time. Don't just take, I know these are just rumors, but that would be the worst. That would be the worst thing he could have even do. So I hope that rumor dies and goes to bed, because I really hope Jack Eichel really finds a franchise that wants to build around him and wants to support him and wants to make him, because he's an unbelievable player. And even though they have no chance of making the playoffs, this is a card that I will be holding on to and probably end up getting graded, to be honest with you. So there's some that I'm holding on to, some that I'm probably going to get graded with all this PSA garbage right now. I'm going to take a shot on Mint. I like what's going on there. Their stuff looks very similar to BGS, and I've come a little bit closer to BGS over time. So that's going to be something I will be doing. And you'll probably see some of these graded, down the road. Next up we got Brady Kachuk, Young Guns, Beauty. he's just a stud. I love the Kachuk. So I'm just going to move a little bit quicker on these because I have lots to show. And then we got Stevie Stamkos. He's a hold for me right now, guys. I sniped at a decent price. I love this player. He's a future Hall of Famer, no doubt in my mind. And yeah, as I said, I don't think it's the Lightning's year. I think they might have a hiccup. Obviously, Vasilevsky, unbelievable. Stamkos, and then them getting Kucherov, probably for first round, unbelievable lineup, guys. But I still think they can be beat. It's really hard to repeat as back-to-back champions. I mean, if you look over time, it hasn't happened very often, right? So Stevie Stamkos is a hold for me. This is probably one I will be getting graded as well. Do you think I should get this one graded with BGS and wait for a bit, or do it with Mint and pay less and get it quicker? What's your thoughts on that, guys? I want your help. BGS to send the Stamkos to, or send the Stamkos to Mint, and kind of bite the bullet there. What's your thoughts? Comment down below. And then next we got Wayner Simmons, Beauty. Another Beauty injured. Hopefully he's ready to go for playoffs. We do need him in the lineup. He's just an unbelievable player. Is having a year, guys. Like, he is definitely top 5 wingers in my opinion. Most improved anyway, across the NHL. He's having an unbelievable year. He's scoring at a pace which I think would take him to 30 goals this year if it was an 82 games full season. I love Zach Hyman. He's an author, great guy in the city, hometown boy. Gotta love Zach Hyman. And then you got Zak Rowanski, another injured defenseman, but unbelievable player. Columbus Blue Jackets are really having a rough time this year. They went through a lot of injury, the whole Laine situation, the trade with Laine and Dubois. I mean, that's just now dealing with the Torts situation, not playing Laine. Just a whole, like, I know Torts is a tough breed. He's a tough guy to deal with, but he has won in the past. And you know what? Back in the day, maybe this type of coaching is fine, but I guess nowadays guys are a little softer and they can't handle a Torts type of a coach. So the old time way, it's not really effective with these type of players, the newer, younger 18 to 21, 22, 23-year-old players. It doesn't work for them. Entitled world, you know what I mean? But we'll move along. And then we got next up Linus Ullmark. I'm surprised he did not move at the deadline. He really was literally putting Buffalo Sabres on their back. He got them wins. It was funny. They were saying it on the Dangle podcast as well, that I believe he had an above 500 record, even though the Buffalo Sabres lost 18 games in a row. I don't know how that even worked out, but I guess he wouldn't get all the games, right? So the games that he played, he definitely won. But Linus Ullmark, I love that player. So yeah, so that's the one touch section, guys, and that was pretty exciting. Some bangers there. We're 23 minutes in, guys. I really thank you for sticking around with me, guys. Not too much longer, but we're getting into the gold mine. Okay, now I want your help with these two, guys. Should I hold? Should I sell? You let me know in the comments below. I love a community that helps each other, and that's what I'm trying to build around me. So guys, next up, as you know, I dived into Sandin. You guys know in the last 3 games, if you've watched the Leaf games, you've seen a player who, number one, has not played all year practically. He just got back. He's literally played 3 games, and he looks elite already. Making that play on the Tavares goal, that was unbelievable. The vision to just see that break, it's just unbelievable. And then, like, the hit on Wheeler had no idea what was going on. No idea that this truck had just stopped, and Wheeler just got ballsed with that hit. Sandin is a player, guys, and if you don't buy Sandin now, when you can at cheap, you're gonna miss the boat. He's gonna be an elite defenseman, and I got 2 PSA 10s, Beauty, ready to go, holding on. because he is going to be a star, boys and girls. Mark my words, I'm not wrong. Passion. Let's get it. Now, guys, next up, my boy, JT. Jonathan Tavares, holding. My boy Gouch, this was a fun snipe for me. I love the way he's fit in with the team. I like his grittiness. I like how he just has his legs. I mean, he's still finding the timing. The timing is something that's going to come playing with Matthews, playing with, Marner, Tavares, Willie. And I like his grind. I think he's going to be a player in the playoffs that he's going to be one of those players that scores the winning goal in a Game 7. He's going to be that type of player. I guarantee you. Hyman, I think, as well, will be that type of player. Simmons, those type of guys are all going to build up. Even Thornton, he is on fire. He's revved. He knows this is the time. Guys, he knows that. So Joey Thornton, watch him play because you're going to see fire out of him. Galchenyuk. And then next up, we got my boy Morgan Rielly, 9.5, holding until the Leafs either win or lose. These except for my Marner stuff, hold till the end. But maybe not. And then we got Mitchie in the PSA 9, Young Guns. This is on the trade block, the sell block right now. It's in thoughts. I'm either going to sell it right before playoffs or hold till the end like the Morgan Rieleys and the Tavareses. But yeah, I'm going to dangle this a little bit. Who's looking for a Marner, guys? For the right price? Could potentially be yours. Breaks my heart, but it might just happen. Anyway, next up, we got another Vancouver Canucks in the BGS 9.5, Brock Besser. There's a beaut. This might be on the go, guys. Nice back on there. Geez, the lighting here is just tremendous today. Yeah, Brock Besser having a great year. And then we got, guys, hold on. Let me take a drink first. I don't want to rush this. This is enjoyable. Feeling blessed, too. And then we got Mitchie, the 9.5, Young Guns, having a year. Unbelievable. He's not done, guys. Wait. There's another notch. There's another level. I believe it. I know it. I've seen it. I see his progression year over year over year, and he is going to dominate soon. Watch, guys. Watch. Mitchie Marner. And then we got Cory Perry, guys. Bring it back to 2000. What is this? 2005, 2006. Crosby's rookie year. This is in a KSA 9. I just love Cory Perry. He might be playing us in the first round with the Montreal Canadiens. Now, that would be something to be, oh, man, I'd be glued to that TV like, I don't even know. I'd just be watching it. But yeah, Cory Perry, beautiful player. He just wore the A for the Canadiens the other night, so that was cool to see. Leaders step up at this time, guys. Leaders step up at this time, and you're going to see. I just can't wait till playoff hockey begins, guys. I'm so goddamn revved up. So let's go. Let's go. And last but not least, I got one more, guys, for you. This was my most recent pickup. We got the man with the 5-point night. This is when I bought that card. I was watching Barzal. He went end-to-end, scored that end-to-end goal, and it was ridiculous. I went on eBay, and I was like, okay, I got to find this. And I sniped within minutes. I would snipe and pick this card up. And it came within 2 weeks. I'm holding on to this because he's going to be an unbelievable player in his career. He's one to hold for sure, guys. Anyway, I want to wrap this up. I already taken about 30 minutes of your time. I'm glad I was able to share my full Young Gun collection with you guys. I'd love to hear what you guys think in the comments below. Go check out my previous videos. You can check the whole playlist. Check me on Instagram, PuckDaddy93 or PD93.cards on IG. TikTok is at PuckDaddy93. Twitter at PuckDaddy93. Guys, you can check me everywhere. I have a big link on my Instagram page where it's basically all my content. Have a look, guys. Support a brother. I'll keep coming back with content, and I hope you guys have a blessed day. Cheers.